Hi, good morning. Was it a good Sunday? Yeah? So charge yourself up. So generally our charging up, if you reflect carefully, in anywhere, something to do with eating. So we are what we eat. Have you realized that? Look at a tiger, a leopard, a jackal, a lion. What are they doing? Firstly, they're stinking. No, you can make out a tiger's cage from miles away. I don't know if you've been to zoo last when. And secondly, they're restless. Going up and coming down. Going up, okay. Have you seen? They keep on walking up and down and up and down. And third, anybody goes near them. So as for Vedanta, this is called Annamaya Kosha, meaning that's your first Sukshma Shari, the beautiful body. Some of you are saying, I know I can hear you. Thank God I've become vegetarian. Yeah? Okay. And look at the elephant. Still. Giraffe. Still. The bison. Still. Look at the cow. That's all they're doing. No? Gentle. They're swimming with the nature's rhythm. They can hear the music. But listen, Mirabai says something beautiful. He says if the fish by drinking water and the cows can drinking grass can attain God, then they should have attained God much faster than all human beings. So it certainly is a tremendous impact on you, on what we eat. And then comes called Pranamaya Kosha, is the life. Pranayam, you hear, how to control that. What does it do? It is digesting the food, it is making it into blood and bone cells and nerve cells and feeding everything and making you breathe and decarbonizing your blood systems. All that is Pranamaya Kosha. And after Pranamaya Kosha is what makes you restless, is called Manamaya Kosha. That Sukshma Sharir called Man. Have you realized what is Vedanta? What is yoga? Is to learn to control your mind. The moment you control your mind, you go beyond mind. And you have various processes in various religions. And if you follow them, you should be going step by step. So what is mind doing? Remember, we talked about it before, that your seer and seen are different, right? Foundation, basics of Vedanta. I can see you all are different than my eye which can sees you. Eye is single, seer are many. Seer is changing continuously, but seen, the seer is constant, the seen is continuously changing. And relatively, the seer itself stays unchanged. Relatively why? Because maybe my eyesight becomes weak. And relatively. Whereas the seen is continuously evolving. Situations are changing. These are three basic. From there, the seer and the seen, I and the seen, it changes into, I is seeing it and sending it where? To the mind, to the brain, neurons and synapses. Mind is now seer, I is the seen. Go back a little further. That mind has got tremendous attachment, hatred, jealousy, greed, And that is the one makes you either likable to people. Everybody says, there's a description of, I read it in Bhutan. There is one of the saints' description in the Bhutanese language. They say, and this explanation is given by an American who took the Buddhism in Bhutan. And he says, whenever we used to sit in front of the saint, we could feel a tremendous calmness in our mind. Somehow all the worries and the troubles used to all just vanish. Now that's what happens when you go beyond the mind. So naturally people like to go down and sit with Jesus or Buddha or Paramahamsa. Why? Because the moment you go and sit there and you be with them, it is like you go with a lot of darkness, but you go into a brightly lit light. So notice the darkness vanishes. So you get charged. So notice most of us like to go for a holiday, and where do we like to go? Generally up in the mountains, snow or huge ocean, tremendous energy, or even deserts. You will love to go to the desert, or a plain field with lots of river and water and marshlands and Kerala. So what is it? Vastness of nature, vastness of light. But vastness of light, that huge light is made with tiny, 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 tiny particles of light. You know the particle light theory. The same way is vastness of anything that you can think about. The sound, the akasha, the earth, the water. Everything is made of tiny bit. So your mind is also made with those tiny bit. And we are very nicely attached to them. And you say, I am like that. But what Vedanta is saying, what yoga is saying, you are not. You think you are. So, what is it? What is the message? Notice, we are attached to this. Love, hatred, jealousy, anger, judgmental, blaming. I have no money. I have lots of money. No problem. I have lots of problem. Who is doing this? This is your mind is doing. And now notice, supposing you go off to deep sleep. Let's say you have a patient and I see you, any time might die. But when he goes up to sleep, his sleep is no different than, let's say, Barack Obama, or Narendra Modi, or you or me, or that beggar in the basti. There is no difference. You have left everything. Look at the biggest of the attachment in the world is the mother and the child. Do you notice the way mommy is getting up and running with the child and going and placing him and coming back? Greatest. Every moment the mommy's eye is there on the child. And yet, when mommy goes off to sleep, sometimes she does, and when she goes off to sleep, her hand, which must have been there with the baby, patting or just touching, that hand falls off. And now mommy is off to sleep. What happens to all that problem and the baby and the anger and the hatred and the jealousy? Who was experiencing it? It was the mind. And now where have you gone? Who is witnessing this mind's issue? The moment you go off from there, you go into that state. In fact, as for Mandukya Upanishad, you'll be surprised, another name of yours and mine, which is called Atman, soul, spirit, consciousness, you heard? It's called Shantam Shivam. Just take Shantam. And instead of Shivam, say Allah, or say Christ. We are Shantam. Actually, we are peaceful. But we have got detached from it by the influence of the mind. So what does yoga and Vedanta do? Take you away. What does education do? Education is for character. Character comes from where? What is peace for? So that's your nature, which your actual nature. So you have to get onto that. So you will say, okay, so if that is so, please tell us, how do we find it? How do we know this consciousness? How do we come to know? That's called the witness, Sakshi, in the Vedantic language. The witness is never changing. It's always constant. How do we come to know? What do we do to know more of it? Vedanta says, you cannot know. It is unknown. Then you will say, what the hell, then why are you talking about it? If it is unknown, okay, let it say unknown, I don't want to know. But it goes on to say, hey, wait, but it is knowable. The moment you know, what does Buddha say? Who is Buddha? Buddha means the one who knows. So this knowingness is the journey from not knowingness. So the moment you do that, you become different. What is that? Recollect some time back we had talked about. Come forward, ma'am. Come forward. What is it? You remember that little Gangotri coming out of Ganga in this winter season? It's crystal clear water. If you had thrown a rupee coin or 50 paisa coin, you can see the denomination from top of the bridge, shining, crystal clear. The same water you see at the time of, let's say, a little later, in May, June, July, it is filled with stones and garbage and mud, and everything from the mountain is coming down, huge torrential water, maybe causing flood. Notice, this water, which is now muddy and torrent, you can't do anything with it. It's dangerous. If you try to get it, you will be swept off. So when your mind is filled up with all the junk, people don't like to come near you. Vivekananda says, if your mind is so spiteful and so hateful and so judgmental and feeling so angry at the world, he says something beautiful. He says, you have no right to get out of your room. Stay in your room. Lock the door till the time you feel you are presentable. Shradhamam said something very nice just now. You should be presentable. You should look nice. And many of you do. Looking so smart and so good. I noticed somebody today. Where is Smita? Came down to take the award. Come in. Where is Francis? Admin Francis? You run off that side? Sent him somewhere? Turn around. That way. Do you think she's looking smart? Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. So, outer attire automatically represents the state of your mind. Like, supposing, imagine, you're wearing a short, boy or a girl, you're wearing a rubber chappal. How will you walk up and down here? How will you walk in your house? And the same you wearing a suit, Western or Indian, male or female, or maybe a Banarasi sari and a high heel, how will you walk now? So that's why ma'am is telling you that you are in an Abbey World School. And this dress is just like the tiger going up and down and up and down. Is the expression of your inner beauty. You must take pain to present yours, which express the divinity from within. Express the kingdom of heaven. Jesus Christ is saying, in within you. It's all within us. So what we present now, I can take out the filth and dump it. But do we have right to take out our garbage from the house and put it into the neighbor's house? This is what Vivekananda is saying. If you're feeling terrible, don't go out. Don't dump your garbage onto the other people. Hold on to it, because you have no right to take your garbage and give it to the neighbor's house. You have no right to come and walk around with a sullen face and looking down and frown. Okay, you're not feeling alright. But if you got the consciousness, which is the witness, the mind is the one which is acting. The witness is the one which is observing. That witness, if you got linked, you will go to someone and say, I'm not feeling good. Can you tell me something? So that I feel better. And the most important person who can make you better is, remember the ocean and the wave? What did the wave do? What does he have to do to become a part of the ocean? What you and I have to do to become a part of this universe, the consciousness, this cosmic world, is to become silent and still. The moment you do that, you have so much of energy with you, you can take it now for the whole day and give it to everybody else. With a smile, with a twinkling of the eyes. Keep smiling at people. People might say, why are you making eyes at my husband? You say, I'm not making eyes at your husband, I make eyes at everyone. You were thinking I'm making it your husband. So you should change your mind. You get my point? Now, there is a very important lesson in this. Why do we say Vedanta? The supreme knowledge. And it is not anything to do with religion. It is like, let's say, theory of knowledge. It's knowledge. Jnanam. Veda is knowledge. Anta is the end of all knowledge. And it is not written by any typical class of people. And the best part is, they have never written down anywhere the name of the person or the rishi or the saint or a foreigner who has written it. Nobody knows. Now, what is the message? There's a beautiful statement by a saintly person who was visited by another group of monks, and he's saying, you know, we as human beings, we got three things flowing through us continuously, expressing who we are. The first is your work, karma. What work are you doing? Automatically, if you look carefully, the fact that you and I have been chosen to be a part of a school, we are blessed. And you and I have been chosen. You and I can't just choose just like that. You will find there was a very good teacher. And quite nice. And I just came to know, somebody has seen it in the Facebook and telling me she's become now a bodybuilder. It's okay. Bodybuilding is also nice. But between the teaching and the bodybuilding, helping others, I would always go prefer to somebody who is helping children to feel good, think good, become good. The other is also okay. Personal choices. So you and I have been chosen to come here. You may choose to opt out. But while you're here, your work is worship. Work with perfection. Your representation of your body, your clothes is also that. So first is karma. Second is knowledge, jnanam. And what is the famous rule? Jnanam danena vartate. You have to give. What do you do with the work? Work for other people. So if you look last week's writing, which Vishwajit's team had written it down under Vivekananda and Paramahansa Yogananda, both of them are saying what? If you want peace, if you want love in your life, if you want happiness, make someone else happy. It's eternal. Meaning the moment you do that, energy cannot be destroyed, it cannot be created, neither destroyed nor created. Energy is infinitely present. So I can create negative energy by looking at somebody and say, I created just now a bad energy. It's going to come back to me. Who will come back? Somebody will come back and do that to me. I'll say, why did you do that? He said, nothing. You with me? So who's creating these bad moments of our life? Our mind. Who is the drashta, the one who is witnessing, is pure. And that's who I am. You and I, we are that. Getting to that is the journey of the life. And what's the third? So it is work, it is knowledge, wisdom. The third is something very nice, very beautiful, totally different. And in Sanskrit it is called bhava. What is bhava? The nearest explanation in English is attitude. What's your attitude to life? So when I say, did you have a good Sunday? They think, did you have a good attitude to cover Monday? Thank God it's Monday. We say TGIFFFFFF. What is it? Thank God it's Friday. Saturday is holiday. Or thank God it's Saturday. So, MYP team did a beautiful presentation on that. How many of you are really waiting to go on Saturday? And thank you for being so simple, honest, and congratulations. A lot of thinking, MYP team. So it is so. So one of these little parody, the jokes, is for us to do what? It's like you go in front of a mirror. You could go in front of the mirror early in the morning and do like that and take the toothbrush. And what are you doing? You're actually looking at yourself with a dim vision. And you're saying, oh my God, I have to go to school. So there is this guy sleeping. Mommy's saying, come on John, get up, you have to go to school. Mama, I'm not feeling well. Come on John, get up. Mama, I've got 2 holes in my nose. I can't get up. Mama, I don't want to go. Nobody loves me in the school. Everybody hates me. I don't want to go to school. I said, come on, you have to go to school. People are waiting for you. I don't want to school. All those people, they hate me, they're cursing me, they're abusing me all the time. Mama said, John, you are the principal. Go out. It's like that. That attitude, whatever you see, you say, if I touch it, I'm going to make it gold. Diamond. Everybody should say, wow, who did that work? Everybody should say, who did that write up? Everybody should say, who did that planning? Who did this curriculum guide? Who wrote that beautiful poem? By the way, I want to thank Arushi, stand up. Everybody knows Arushi? Arushi ma'am. You know, my sister came. She's a great writer. And this time, out of lethargy, she didn't write. But Sharada and I, we were talking to her. Arushi, on her own, went and said, ma'am, this time you have not written something. Last time you had written something. So you know what happened? You unknowingly made a beautiful change in her. And she went back and she said, what should I write about? I said, well, how do I know? No, please guide me. I said, I don't know. You have to think. So she thought and she's written something very nice, beautiful. And in the morning, while we were getting ready, from 7 o'clock she's ringing up. 3-4 times. Now that's the time when I just got up from meditation. I don't want to talk to anyone. Said about while coming, I give her a call. She said, we are trying to call you. I called Sharda ma'am, I called you. Nobody's picking up. So we said, what is it? I finished writing. I've sent it to you. Please tell Arushi. Thank you. So notice how unknowingly you could go ahead and make a beautiful garden of flowers in somebody else's mind. So always give positive stroke, positive input. So that attitude, how can I not go? How can I not do? What else do I have to do? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Ask yourself, how else? How else can I help this child to look at the world differently? Who is the child? Maybe he's pulling somebody's hair, maybe he's pushing somebody. Why is he doing it? He's doing it because he's maybe a little hyper. What is hyper? Hyper is tremendous intelligence, brain, wants activated to do something. So in the classroom, maybe the other 5 take 15 minutes to do the work, and this one may be taking 5 minutes or 10 minutes to do the work. You have to give them creatively busy. Or give them a games to do which is related to the work. And this is called differentiated classroom. Each one differently to the teacher. So with this concept of not being the muddy water, remember what you see in the TV, a beautiful food festival is going on. You can't say, give me 1 plate of kebab. You can see it. You cannot taste it, you cannot eat it. You can see the beautiful river Ganges water, you cannot drink it. So you can see it, but you cannot experience it. So similarly, the moment you start to get connected, something else happens. So remember, what do we have to do? Don't forget, I tell myself at least 15, 20, 100 times in a day. Remember the monkey? Let go the banana. What is let go the banana? This thing what we are holding on with our mind. I don't like you, I like you. I love that one, I don't love that. These are our mind is holding. I am like that. Who is this I am? How come the same I am which was there a baby has changed so much as a teenager and changed so much as you, and now you got married and now you changed so much and now you're adjusting with your partner? Have you ever realized it's so easy to get divorced? Anybody can do it, no? I don't like it. I'm going to mother's house. Anybody can do it. It's so difficult to make a marriage work. What is it? You have to change. You have to change your attitude. What is it? Bhava. Attitude. I have to sacrifice. That's the first one. Karma. I have to work. I have to enhance my knowledge, awareness, understanding. So everyone over here is not perfect. Why? You might say, Dr. Ghosh, you may not be perfect. I am perfect. Now, if we are perfect, my answer, we would have become, everybody will go racing after you. Because you become a magnet, like Buddha, like Muhammad, like Jesus. Mahavir Jain and Guru Nanak, Guru Gobind, take lots of people. They all chase towards purity. One of the simple principles, I would leave it behind with you, all this work, knowledge, attitude, all these can change by you following a certain simple principles. Moderation. Moderation of, remember, Annamaya Kosha, what we eat, moderate. Pranamaya Kosha, learn to breathe consciously. You and I breathe unconsciously. We're just breathing in and breathing out. The day your breath is stuck, then you run to a doctor, I can't breathe. But breathe consciously, you will see, you will live in your life beyond everybody's imagination. Till you say, okay, it's enough, I've done my work. Learn to control the mind, the Manamaya Kosha. Beyond which what is Jnanamaya Kosha, the supreme knowledge. That's the Sukshma Sharir also. That also goes away. And beyond that is Anandamaya Kosha. You attain that peace. The moment I look at the picture, you find the aura around them. Aura of what? Joy, laughter, which becomes like a light. So you see now everybody great person's picture around light. You'll be surprised, all of us have an aura. The moment you come, the moment I look at you, I can see. With the divine grace, I can see. So, change that aura by simple moderation of living. You want to hold on something? Hold on to it. No problem. But say, one guy went down to a monk in the Himalaya. I'm suffering terribly, please do something. I've come all the way from Delhi into this high mountain because I believe high mountains have higher monks. So I must come down there. So he said, listen, what is your issue? He said, I'm suffering. What are all problems? He started talking. He said, okay. Don't talk. Listen, you are not suffering. He said, do you mind? That's why I come to you. I am suffering. He said, no, you are the seer. You are the witnessing the suffering. And you cannot suffer. The one which is suffering may be the body and the mind. You think about it, go and meditate. Come back after 5-6 days. See, he got from Delhi maybe a week, 10 days holiday. He said, okay. Came back after 6 days and he said, Maharaj, Shashtang Pranam, thank you so much, I'm so peaceful. Maharaj says, you are not peaceful. He said, I am peaceful, I'm feeling so happy, all the problems are gone. He said, you are not peaceful, you are the witness to the peaceful. So the moment you get attached to your peace, you are again attached to your mind, and very soon you will say, I was very good in mountain Himalaya, now I have come back to Delhi and I am again full of pain and trouble and suffering. You be the witness to pain, suffering, peace, joy, happiness, whatever. Terrible company, very good company. You be witness and be kind to everyone. So moderation of eating, breathing. Notice the moment you get excited, all those exciting activities, what do? Whether running or whatever, anger or jealousy. Yeah? Your breath is immediately imbalanced. The moment you're peaceful, you're holding somebody's baby and you're smiling at the baby, look at you. Your breath is hardly breathing. Do you know, if you look and consciously watch your breath right now, you're breathing from your left nostril. Everybody. Don't try to prove me wrong. You are. I have no doubt. So what is it? Moderation and simple, which is the golden rule. Very difficult to observe. Start. Don't tell lies. Don't even think lies. The moment the thought comes about lying, and you have maybe spoken the truth, but you haven't established truth. Satya Pratishtha is when you don't even think lies. How can I do it? See, children don't do it. Children soon enough learn to do that. Because we threaten them with a different world. So hold on to truth, moderation of life. What is the reason? Hey, the school has got a great task to be done. And that established the supreme knowledge into the hearts of children. Adi with Vedanta. And you must understand what is little bit of Vedanta. If you like to study, you're welcome. We'll give you something. Lots of books are there in the library. And I wish you good luck in your journey. Have fun.